So, with over 100 comics to the MLP IDW lineup, we finally arrive to the last official arc, Generations. The Generations arc involves the main six of G4 meeting their G1 counterparts to stop the latest and greatest threat. Though, of course, before we dive into this arc, we first have to go back to the past to the original MLP film, just so we can have a better grasp of what is to come for this arc.
My little pony, all in a twinkling, spring is here.
In 1986, the Generation 1 My Little Pony movie was released. The story: the ponies of Dream Castle prepare a festival to celebrate the first day of spring. However, in the Volcano of Gloom, the evil witch Hydia and her bumbling daughters Dragal and Rika intend to ruin the upcoming festivities, with the three eventually concocting their ultimate creation, the Smooze.
Something bad is coming down. Have you heard the news?
Listen up.
Don't get tired running high. Nothing can stop the smooth.
You can't stop me.
Megan is brought in to help the situation using the power from a rainbow locket, but unfortunately is not enough to stop the Smooze. The gang adventure to Flutter Valley to receive help from the Flutter Ponies. With the power of the Flutter Ponies' magical wind, they vanquish the Smooze and entrap the witches back in the Volcano of Gloom, and all is right in the world. Well, until now, that is. With all that set up, let's dive into issue number 1 of MLP Generations. Objection! The story begins at the Volcano of Gloom, or Gloom Volcano, where the witches were sealed away. From the creepy crater, to the vicious vents, to the lonesome lava, to the melancholy mantle, to the toilet of terror. We're introduced to our main antagonists, Crackle in purple and Dire in blue. They are the granddaughters of Hydia and daughters of Dragal and Rika, who, many years after the Smooze incident, have been instructed by their parents to finally take revenge on the ponies who cursed them to this life in the volcano. Wait, if they've been sealed up since the whole Smooze thing, then how could Rika and Dragal have daughters? Did they? I don't want to even think about it. Design-wise, I think the whole punk rocker goth look fits the rebellious attitudes of both girls. It also relates to modern trends as well, so it works fine. We cut to the School of Friendship, where the main six and Starlight are inundated with a large surplus of students, and the stress has been causing them to become worse for wear. Going back to the last problem, we saw that the School of Friendship is actually running pretty efficient, with the original Student 6, Starlight, Sunburst, and many others keeping the place in operation. Now, realistically, such a small number of ponies running the place would be near impossible to operate such an institution. Starlight mentions that over 138 new students have joined in the past 6 months, so including the students already attending is quite a lot. The School of Friendship is touted as a beacon of hope and friendship for everyone to learn and make friends with any creature they encounter. Yet I like how it addresses the real issues of the girls running a school. They all have their other jobs and responsibilities, and they're juggling their daily problems along with school, and it's a stressful endeavor. So I applaud that it's not just all sunshine and rainbows, and the girls are expressing their struggles, making them more relatable to the audience. Back to Dire and Grackle, the witches begin planning their operation against the ponies, and have a little bonding time with them as well, discussing what they would do if they were freed from their prison. Yeah, they're evil, but it shows that they still have some levels of humanity with them, wanting to just cut loose and have fun. Okay, their definition of fun is rather extreme, but still, it's a scene that instills a little more personality into the two, with them expressing their desires and hobbies, all the while laughing and having a good time. We're also introduced to their familiar, a rat named Trench, who apparently can travel through time and space by literally chewing through the fabric of time.
Space is warped and time is bendable.
So, an element I've yet to bring up is the fact that Hydia, Rika, and Dragal went away for plot convenience to leave their daughters in charge. Well, if they can leave, why can't the daughters? I'm assuming they should all be trapped in the volcano, but I guess not? I don't know. But whatever, I can let that slide. But what I can't let slide is the fact that you have an interdimensional traveling rat at your disposal and you're only now using his capabilities. The guy's a small rat that can easily slink around anywhere, and you can easily have him gain intel whenever and wherever you want. And even cause mischief. Have him steal stuff or cause trouble for other ponies. I don't know. You're trapped in a volcano for all eternity. Do something. Anyway, back in Equestria, every pony gathers around to discuss the students' influx issues, and they ultimately come to the conclusion of seeking more teachers. Also, there's this weird sequence where Trench knocks over this bust, and at one point Rainbow throws out a banana peel implying the rat will slip on it, but it just cuts from the impact of the bust on the ground to Trench smirking and laying on the ground. But he's got a sly grin on him implying that he was okay with slipping? I guess. I don't know what's going on. I guess it was just to show that he's a jerk? I don't know.
That was pointless.
Back at the volcano, Dyer and Grackle learn of the plea for more teachers, so their plan is to create evil ponies out of Smoos to pose as teachers who will cause trouble for every pony at the School of Friendship. I do like the board game map of Trench going out and collecting all the ingredients for the spell's creation. They could have just had a normal frame layout for montaging his journey, but I like the creative framing making the page unique, but it also expedites the plot for creating these Smoos ponies. However, going back to earlier, we can clearly see that he can travel the world and dimensions, so why haven't the girls just been having him do dirty deeds and have him go anywhere he wants? Alright, I'm done with that. Anyway, Trench delivers a letter informing of help from Havard University that they will be sending teachers to the School of Friendship, and the first issue ends with the reveal of Dyer and Grackle's Smoos ponies. Yeah, they don't look suspicious at all with the evil grins, piercings, and the fact that they're laughing maniacally. Oh yeah, this is gonna work out great. Anyway, this comic is okay, but honestly kind of boring. There's a lot of setup to the first issue over the School of Friendship problems and establishing new villains, but at the same time, other than some creative and funny imagery, there really isn't a lot of entertaining stuff here. But hey, at least we've got the setup out of the way, and hopefully the rest of the series is gonna be much more interesting. Well, that's it for today, guys. Until next time, MC out!